Welcome to 2011, Project for Awesome. We are the Wisest Wizards. This year we are going to be talking a little bit about the charity for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. They sponsor an event that's called the Light the Night Walk. Happens nationwide. Usually sometime around the fall is when I've heard of it the most. That's when we participated in September in St. Louis. And you get a bunch of people together that are supporting those who are fighting cancer, those who have lost their lives to cancer, those who know people that have cancer, and they all light the balloons and they walk just to show their support for Light the Night. The reason we chose this Light the Night walk is because of our friend Mandy. Many of you have heard us talk about her many times. Mandy was here when we first started filming, and she was here all the time at this house, in this very kitchen, sitting on this very island, like hanging out with us for most of the first videos.
Yeah.
So she passed away from cancer, and she did the Light the Night walk many times with her mother and sister and all of her friends. And unfortunately, we never got to do the walk with her. This year, one of our friends, Lauren, she put together Team Mandy. We all joined up on the team. I'm sure we're going to have a link somewhere so you can look at it. It's got Mandy's picture, and us personally raised like $1,200, I think. Like the Wizards and Lauren and all of our friends that are on the thing, we raised like $1,200. The experience of it was phenomenal to me. It was kind of like, it really just like got to your soul.
A lot of balloons.
You know,
and a lot of walking.
And
you start to chafe a little bit. And then by the end you're like, everything hurts down there. And my heart hurt the entire time.
Of course. That's what took my breath away the most, is that when you were there, you thought it would be a real sad environment, which there was sadness to it. But it was just amazing to see all the people that were there with just uplifting attitudes. And especially, like I said, Mandy's mom, Helen, for her to go do that walk, I thought it would be the hardest thing in the world. And I'm sure it is tough for her because she remembers walking with Mandy.
True.
But it's like she was in just such good spirits of, you know, she's there to support, she's there to show that she had a daughter that fought cancer, and she's there to show support for all the other people. And everybody had that attitude. Like, everybody there was like wearing shirts for their people, and they would talk to you, they would talk to everybody else, and it was just a real, like, together atmosphere and crowd. A little side note that I should talk about, just because I definitely do want to talk about Mandy, is I've been getting into exercise a little bit more, and I was looking on my iPod the other day, and I found a Mandy mix, and I had forgotten about it only because she had made it for Jay, if I remember right, for one of his birthdays. She made the mix for him and made him some cookies. It was a night we were all going to a concert or something, and I listened to that mix and loved it. But it made me think of her while I was running and working out, and it's a very uplifting mix, so thanks for that, Mandy. That was pretty awesome.
You know, I think about her a lot when I mow the lawn, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, you know, when I got nothing on my mind, it's just like I'm mowing the lawn, she creeps her way in, and I'm just like, man, I should be hanging out with her instead of mowing the lawn.
It is sad, but it's good to remember, and it's good to talk about her with friends, and, you know. The one thing I want to bring up, too, one of the biggest mistakes I think people can make if you've lost somebody to any kind of issue like this is with their parents or close family members and friends, is to, like, avoid the subject or not bring up their name. Don't do that. Just talk about them. They don't, you know, the parents and the friends and family don't want you to ignore the fact that they existed. Supporting this charity is a very good cause. It helps so many people. So many people that are battling cancer right now are so grateful because of the LLS. And you could, I'm sure you'll see the link that we put up. You could donate to that. You could look them up. If you don't have any money, times are very tight right now. We understand. Look for a Light the Night walk. Try to get a few friends. Between all of you, if you raise $100, you know, $50, it doesn't matter. And you all go do that walk and meet people that have been doing that walk. It's an awesome experience. And they're all over the place, so I'm sure most of you will be able to find one near you. It's a good time. As kind of weird as that is to say, it's just good to have that togetherness. Thanks to all the nerd fighters for watching. Thanks to the Vlogbrothers for creating this. Thanks to YouTube for supporting it every year and keeping it going. We all really appreciate it. A lot of great charities in this event, and it's just good that they get the support. Thank you so much.